Why do I do what I do? That's a question I guess all of us who produce content for YouTube could ask ourselves, and probably should ask ourselves quite often. If we're honest, anybody who says that they produce content for YouTube or other social media platforms, Instagram and the like, without having self-promotion in the back of their mind is just fooling themselves and attempting to fool everyone else and failing. Self-promotion, making people aware of you, is absolutely important when you're doing this. Whatever you are selling, whether it's a business, an idea or a concept, a product, or yourself in whatever way, everyone is promoting something. That's why we do it. But there's got to be more to it than that. Now, I thought as part of this video I would have a look at some of my more recent YouTube analytics. So I've got my iPad down here and I'm just looking at some of my more recent videos. Now, primarily I'm looking at what's happened since the turn of the year, since I started producing content more regularly. My least watched video in the last couple of months is my Lunar New Year in Vietnam video, which was a travel blog. I thought that would have a wide appeal. I thought it was quite a nice video. I got 10 watches so far, and probably 3 of them are me, to obviously check it and then to share it and what have you. So that's disappointing. It wasn't a lot of work in the sense. I guess I shot a reasonable amount of B-roll for it. I edited it together, I put it to music. I thought that would have more of an appeal. But possibly my most watched video in the last couple of years is still, bizarrely enough, my Yamaha APX T2. My guitars video. I don't have the guitar anymore, I gave it away. But for some reason, travel guitars are all the rage. Joe Branton is right. Looking at these videos I've posted recently, I don't know, I'm getting 20, 30, 40 videos. 77 for I fell into the trap, my baby steps towards minimalism video, about buying things to be more minimalist. So the music stuff clearly isn't working. If I go way back, some of the old gear reviews have been quite popular over time, and I think my creating a basic MIDI pedal board video is my most successful video of all time. But then, who am I producing content for? That's a really interesting question, and I don't remember ever seeing this before on the YouTube Studio app, but certainly there's been a few interesting things that I've discovered looking at it over the last couple of days and weeks. Out of the people who have agenda submitted as part of their Google profile, so the people who have a YouTube account, 100% of my viewers are male, which surprises me a little bit. Not so much on the guitar content, but certainly on the minimalist content, I would expect that it seems to be more of an appeal, generally looking at who produces videos, to a female audience. So I'm a little bit surprised. Age range, primarily my videos are viewed by people between the ages of 25 and 45. Again, unsurprising, I guess, for the kind of content I produce, and in English-speaking countries, so 30% in the US, about 8% in the United Kingdom, and then it drops way down. So having Hong Kong as a hashtag, as a tag in the video, clearly doesn't help my Hong Kong audience. I get that the US has a large YouTube viewership, so that makes sense. What I think is the most telling is that 95% of people who've watched my videos since the channel started, and I think it's something like 93% in the last year, have been people who aren't subscribed to my channel. So if you're not subscribed, click subscribe. If you like this video, click like. If you don't like this video, don't click anything, but still make sure you're subscribed, because I produce a variety of content and you're bound to like some of it, even if you don't like everything. The dislike button is just there to feed the trolls. Let's face it, I'm clearly producing content for a specific audience, whether I want to or not. My audience is English speaking, between the ages of, let's say, 25 and 50. Male, probably a guitarist. And that kind of, I'm okay with that, although I do think that the stuff that I produce is valid for a wider audience than that, so a little bit disappointing. But then I guess a lot of younger people tend to be signed in to watch YouTube because they don't tend to have accounts. They have accounts on Facebook, maybe more likely than anything Snapchat, which I really don't get. And YouTube does not take into account, as far as I can tell, videos watched on third-party websites. The reason I can tell this is because I have thousands and thousands and thousands of views on Vandalism, which is a site where you post videos of yourself, or post links to YouTube videos of yourself playing music, and other musicians watch it and like it. And I have got significant numbers of views on videos on there that do not show up in my YouTube statistics. The decision is always where to go next, because obviously I'm trying to promote something. I'm trying to promote myself as whether you like the term brand ambassador or as a musician. If I'm not getting the returns on that, then what approach should I take? I think partly the fact that I've had a channel for a long time doesn't do me any favours. I think partly the fact that, due to the fact that something went wrong in 2011 and my monetization got suspended, and for whatever reason, in their infinite wisdom, YouTube will not review that or explain to me why that happened. I have that mark against me. That probably doesn't help in terms of my videos appearing on other people's videos. I think my decision not to try and flog gear for people, for companies, not to go out and seek reviews, which is partly a location thing. Where I am is not overly convenient. It's not in the US or the UK, it's not in a major market, so if anyone wanted to send me something to review, even if I was into doing reviews, it would cost them a significant amount more than it would just to send something in the same country. I have not helped myself in that regard by the nature of the content I produce. But I would like to think I am producing quality content that benefits my viewership. And I don't know how to expand the viewership. So am I better pursuing an alternative approach? Maybe start a podcast, maybe something like that would be of greater appeal, greater influence. Because I know that at some point in the future, I am not going to be in the same ridiculously blessed, lucrative situation that I'm in at the moment, where my wife and I essentially live for free, we are well paid, and I certainly have plenty of free time. At some point in the future, we're not going to be in that situation. I'm going to need to generate some kind of income from something. So is a podcast the approach? Is setting up a Patreon account the approach? Because if I'm not getting the YouTube views, then how am I going to tell people I have a Patreon account? Am I better just starting out on a new channel? Now, I've tried this, I think 3 times over since I've been in Hong Kong. I've set up a new channel, given it a go just to try and create some kind of momentum, and it hasn't worked. I haven't generated the viewership that I wanted for whatever reason. And I'm not saying that I need tens of thousands of subscribers a month to be added to my thing. But when you produce regular quality content for 4 months and your subscriber count is 16, despite having 250 Instagram followers who see posts about it, and 260 Facebook friends who see posts about it, whether the advantage of starting afresh is that I would have a blank slate as far as YouTube is concerned, but would then my subscribers from this channel follow me if they saw that all my content was going onto the new channel and this was being an archived channel? Would you follow me onto a different channel? Let's get personal here. If you're watching this video because you're one of my regular subscribers, and I know that I have a handful of really regular people who watch my videos, and I'm really grateful for them, but what I don't know is how to draw in the 500 plus people who subscribe to my channel but never watch my videos. For me, I admit I do not watch every single video from every channel I subscribe to. But I'd say I probably watch 50% of them. So my questions are, I guess, threefold. How do I grow my audience in terms of numbers? How do I grow my audience in terms of reach, so I'm not just appealing to a very small demographic? And how do I actually get my subscribers to watch my videos? What's next? Now, I'm not going to stop right at this moment. I'm pondering ideas. I'm trying to work out what's going to happen with this channel going forwards. Because I think by the time 2020 rolls around in 7 months or thereabouts, I need to be doing something different. And I'm just not sure what it is. So I'd love to know your thoughts. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I will speak to you soon.